live in a country that don't celebrate those who are supposed to be celebrated. If we do, the celebration would have been more.
P2B was present at the book presentation of Chief Gabriel Igbenedion, in Edo State, and he took the opportunity to criticize government and politicians for taking undue respect and honor which would have been given to people who deserved it. According to him, people who has worked for the country, in ensuring employment and development of the state, especially entrepreneurs, are supposed to be accorded more respect than the politicians who actually uses the people's money, the government's money, the nation's money to actually work and take the glory. He said this, citing the recent happening and events in the present administration, who renovate already built buildings and rename it to their own name. This is something that he himself condemned and sees it as an unfit, something. Renaming the ICC, International Conference Center to Tinubu, International Conference Center is something that has left a lot of people talking. For God's sake, this is an international conference center and should not be renamed or given to a person, a particular person. This building was built by an ex-president, and you coming in to renovate it, renames it to your own name. This is the country which, every one of us are living in, where things are being done upside down. Well, Chief Gabriel Igbenedion has done a lot for Nigeria, providing job opportunities, employing a total of 17,000 Nigerians. This is a legacy which he left. He has worked in so many private sectors. He has, the Igbinedion University. He has oil, he has private companies, dealing with oils and what have you. Let me play the full video for you guys to take a look at. And after this, we'll be talking about the legacy of the big man himself, Chief Gabriel Igbenedion, and his impact, in the Nigerian people's life.
We live in a country that don't celebrate those who are supposed to be celebrated. If we do, the celebration would have been more. Who is representing Ministry of Education here? He built the first university. Who is representing Ministry of Transport? He did the first airline. He was among the first 3 to be given banking licenses. Private banking license, I'm in that industry, so I know when they built banking industry. He did a lot in education, employing people, 17,000 people. Nigeria today, if we had been a country that is productive, over 120 million people would have been employed. That means one person is employing 17,000. So we need about 8,000 industries to be able to do that. But we have about 1,000 functional industries. That's why we have unemployment. So he needs more than this celebration. And I plead with AGF. I know you're going to do more. But now that we have an opportunity, we have to change the way we honor people. The GCFR and GCON should be people who are entrepreneurial and productive, not us, the politicians. If they like, they can remove our own and give them so that the country can produce and be able to employ people. Igbinedion deserves more, not just national honor, all the support government can give him. And that's what we need to be celebrating, so that more people can go into entrepreneurship, support education, support what he did. That is a great work, and I'm sure you will do your own to be able to advise accordingly, and so that in the next few days, maybe, yes, we'll be hearing things different. I thank you. You won't look for me when you talk about the education. The rest assured that from today, endowment is not paid in one day. Endowment continues. And I assure you that annually, the endowment fund will see Mr. P2B's little contribution. At least for the next 10 years, as long as I live. Because what he did is a great thing. Because of him today, In my village, in every village in Nigeria, if you have a means of solving transport, it's called Okada. What more did we need? He deserves more than we are celebrating here. Let us celebrate him. May God. Thank you so much. No, I'm running to him. I'm going to different direction. I'll come over.
Hello, sir. Please look at the camera, sir. Hello, sir. All right, look here, sir. Thank you. Please, your head is coming.
I think one blind. Let me see blind.
The life journey of Chief Gabriel Igbenedion started in the small farming village of Okada in the present Ovia Northeast local government area of Edo State, Nigeria. On September 11, 1934, the heavens, as Shakespeare would say, did not blaze forth his birth. For his parents, though of proud and noble heritage, were of humble beginnings. He was born to the late Josiah Agaragbon of Oviawe Igbinedion and Madam Okunozi Ne Ihaza, a descendant of the royal house of Hussein. It is no easy task to render an exhaustive account of Chief Igbinedion conquest on the global, business arena. However, it is pertinent to say that the chief's numerous companies have over the years had interest in diverse areas such as aviation, radio, television, broadcasting, banking, salt manufacturing, crude oil exploration, solid minerals, soft drinks bottling, real estate, fruit and fish farming, palm oil production, petroleum and gas marketing, shipping, haulage, road transport, confectionery, and hospitality, among many others. But perhaps one of his greatest legacy will be the pioneering Made Motors Nigeria Limited in 1968, the first indigenous motor assembly plant in Nigeria. It is often said, sometimes enviously, sometimes admiringly, but always with a hint of how, that Chief Gabriel Igbenedion, the Esama of Benin Kingdom, has exercised more power over longer tenure than any business leader in Nigeria today. Chief Igbinedion is too polite to make such a claim himself, but he tactically acknowledges its validity. When asked what he has learned about being so powerful on the Nigerian business terrain, he smiled and said, "It is tough and lonely at the top. Everything Chief Igbinedion does creates a chain reaction, often leading to unexpected combination." With Chief Igbinedion now 70, his reign on the nation's business front might seem in its twilight. However, it is with great gratitude to the Almighty God that it is acknowledged that the aging lion of Okada has many competent children who are poised to play roles he now plays in all his businesses. But the convivial Esama still seems frisky, in no hurry to step aside. Until he does, he will continue to play the role he dearly, relishes. Powerful, unrivaled, setting the pace and standard for others to follow, and most of all, that of being imitated. There is no doubt that the name Gabriel Igbenedion has become synonymous with courage, for he has always been a man who trends where others dare not go. During the peak of Nigeria's oil boom in 1981, Chief Igbinedion saw the need for the active participation of the private sector in the aviation industry. In that same year, Chief Igbinedion purchased his first private aircraft through Mr. Derek Lowe of Executive Jet Sale. The HS-125 was launched and blessed at Benin Airport by His Royal Majesty Omoni Oba ni Edo Ukwu Akpolokolo these are more his so many of his achievements. We can go on and on, to continue reading, and talking about this man. He has, had a lot of legacy, and Peter Obi said he's not been given enough recognition for all he has done for the country. And, he's asking for more people in the private sector to be, giving more accolades. What's your opinion on this? Share your opinion via the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button.